Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome to the first ever THFE contest. This is going to be the Purple Bunker Forge contest. So welcome. Starting now, you're going to have 2 weeks to build the map, so stay tuned. In the video, we'll outline everything from the contest parameters to the prizes to how you submit maps, and then also show you how you're going to go out building the map. So let's get started. So starting now, as I've mentioned, you have 2 weeks to build the maps. After that, we're going to take another 1 or 2 weeks to play through all the maps and judge them. So the way this is going to work, everyone can submit a map. Everyone is allowed to. So how are we going to grade this? We're going to grade the maps based off 3 different criteria. First is creativity, second is looks, third is gameplay. So creativity. How creative is the map? Did you come up with something entirely new? Not only in the way it looks, the way it plays, the way it feels, but also just the way you use different objects, how creative you were with the title. So everything is going to be factored in. Obviously, the more creative it is, the more it's going to stand out, the more the judges are going to want to see it, pass it around, and, will be willing to feature it. So second is looks. How well does it come together as a forged piece? Is it aesthetically pleasing? Does everything flow? Is there any Z fighting? Is there any screen lag? So make sure you make your map look as pristine as possible. Put it all together, use the forged pieces nicely, make everything look perfect, and that'll obviously add to your chances to make it to the top. Now, third is gameplay. Obviously, every map is going to have to use our gameplay that we've specified, so that's the Purple Bunker game type. If the map doesn't play, then it will be disqualified. Once the map has been proven to play Purple Bunker, then we'll grade it on how well it plays. So, gameplay, how well does it play? How enjoyable is it? Did you come up with any new elements? Do you have pits? Do you have traps? Did you make a zipline? Did you use a man cannon? What new element did you add to this game type to make it play and feel and act really fun, stay fresh and novel? So those are going to be the 3 criteria. Now, for the winners, there's going to be a first, second, and third place. These will all be wrapped into a video where we recap the contest, we'll show off the top 3 maps, and then we'll also show off honorable mentions. Now, prizes. First, second, and third place will be given specific prizes. All of them will be able to be added onto one of the THFE members' friends list. That way they'll be able to get into custom games in the future much more easily. And we'll be able to get in contact with them much more easily also to run contests and, ask them for the maps for future features. So, third place is also going to get 400 Microsoft points. Second place is going to get 800 Microsoft points. First place will be given 1,600 Microsoft points, so that's going to be enough to buy you the Minecraft version for the Xbox, which is going to be really awesome. Great game. It's great for forgers, a lot of creativity, tons of fun. And for those of you who live abroad, who this system might not work, we'll work out something for you, so don't worry, there will be prizes anyways. Now, on top of this, first place will also be granted the right to have his own individual feature. So not only will first place be mentioned in the contest recap, but they will also have their own map feature, and we'll invite that person, the map maker, to come in and be in an interview. Also, for all those submitting maps, we'll only be able to recognize one map creator. If there's a whole team working on a map, send us that in the message as well. And we'll mention that, but for the prizes, we can only get it for one person. So if you're working in a group, just keep in mind that only one person will be getting the prizes. So now, stay tuned for more details concerning the contest, how you have to set it up, how to enter the tags, how to submit the maps. So stay tuned. So, for this contest, you will all be using the Purple Bunker game type that I've explained. Now, the map must use this. So it's going to take place in Invasion. There's going to be 3 tiers. In each tier, the attackers will come, capture the objective, and then teleporters will move them on to the next area. You'll repeat this in Tier 2, again with the objective. Attackers will capture it, and then they'll move on to Tier 3. Every map must implement this in some way in order to play. Now, for those of you who might think this is a little complicated and who don't know how to properly label everything, well, as you can see in front of you, what we have is a template. So I'll put that up on my file share for you guys to download, and what we're going to have is a map already with everything you need to place down on the map for the essentials, leaving you only with what you need to add afterwards, to make it your own. These are going to be the basics. So here we're going to go into detail on everything you need. This is divided into different areas by the tier. That's everything for Tier 1. This here is everything for tier 2. And then everything for tier 3 is obviously in the last area. So you're going to need all sorts of different spawns and then teleporters. So obviously you're going to need a spawn camera, place that wherever you want. Then you're going to have initial spawns for red team and then for blue team. Red team is going to be the defenders, blue team is the attackers. Keep that in mind. Now, these hill markers right here, since it's invasion, are going to be for the different fire teams. You're going to space these out where the defenders spawn and where the attackers spawn in order to allow them to respawn in case they die. This is going to be for tier 1. Then what you're going to see right over here is going to be the first objective. So you're going to place that wherever, make sure you elongate it and put it to whatever size you want. Next is going to be the teleporters. These are properly gated, so they'll teleport people into the second area and bring them in here. So make sure you place that down. Then tier 2 is there, and tier 3 is here. So now, recapping the basics, you're going to want different spawns, and then you're also going to want the teleporters. The way the teleporters are set up here, the ones on the bottom correspond to blue team, top, red team. So when you're flushing each of the teams, make sure they each go through their different teleporters so they're not mixed up. Now, once you've made your map, what are you going to do? So, once you finish your map, and you've tested it with the Gametype and it works, and you're really happy with it, what you're going to do is upload it to your file share, and you're going to want to name it bracket, PB, and bracket. That way we know it's a purple bunker map. Then you name it whatever you want. Then you're going to go ahead and tag it, and this is going to be very important. You have to tag it in order for us to find it. So what you're going to do is you're going to call it PB THFE contest. Now what we're going to be able to do, since you've tagged it, is going to be able to go into this filtered search, enter the tag PB THFE contest, and what you'll see is everyone who's entered that tag properly will show up. That way we can easily download all the maps. So that's going to be essential for this contest. You have to name your map PB and then your own name, and then you have to tag it as PB THFE contest. That way we can find it, and make sure you have that all submitted within 2 weeks. So thanks guys, look forward to seeing all that you've made, and yeah, stay tuned. Happy forging. See ya.